What's going on, guys? So it's been a while since I've done a garden tour. That's my own fault. I was watching my previous videos of the garden tours to see how different my backyard orchard looks, and it looks way different than it is right now currently, which is really cool to see. So that's why I want to keep documenting it. Over here you can see I planted a cactus, a prickly pear cactus, just because I wanted to. Now hopefully we get a harvest from it. Not this year, but maybe next year. But earlier this year, I did get a harvest of peaches on this Fort Prince peach, which is really cool to see. This year, I want to try to learn how to do air layering to get more trees without spending more money. Especially because this tree died back for whatever reason. It was really upsetting, but we'll see. We'll see what the year comes or what I plan to do. I'm pretty sure this is a plum tree. You can see the fruits are starting to come in, starting to get some color. I don't know what color it's supposed to be. Maybe purple. So yeah, we'll see the harvest of that. Oh yeah, I should mention this super soaker slash hose has been a super game changer for me. It made watering these trees a lot easier because before I would do it by hand and it would take me like hours to finish watering. But now with this super soaker slash sprinkler, it's a both. If you have it the white strip up, it's a sprinkler. If you have it down, then it's a super soaker. But yeah, that helped me a lot with watering these orchards. You can see this red apple gala, I think is the variety, is doing a lot better. Maybe I could take air layers from this first to see how well that does before I do any tree that I want to do. Because, excuse me, I think these are like suckers or something that I probably need to get rid of in the first place. So, again, we'll see. But if you want to get yourself a super soaker slash hose like this, go to my description on YouTube. There's a Beacons link where you can buy your own super soaker slash sprinkler on Amazon at no extra cost to you. So that helped me a lot anyway, and with no extra cost to you, and I'll be greatly appreciated. So thank you if you do that. Okay, so this is the pink lady. Last year it did produce some apples also, but it didn't um, come to fruition. So hopefully this year we can get some pink lady apple. This is the tree of heaven. I don't know why it's called that. It's just an invasive tree. I before I picked out all the leaves because apparently this tree is toxic to your trees. So right now, every time I pick off the leaves, I'm slowly killing it and maybe turn it to biochar this year because I do not want this tree is going to be toxic to my other trees like this pink lady apple. I want the pink lady apple, not the tree of heaven. Okay, guys, so you have to forgive me from now on. I'm not going to remember what tree is what. Uh, I definitely don't remember what this is. It may be cherry, it may be a nut tree. I generally don't remember, and I don't have the plant tag anymore. So that sucks for me. Maybe in the future I'll do better plant tags, so I won't forget what the tree is. But that's what's that one. You can see there's a big gap. That's because those trees have died. Hopefully, I can replace them in the future, and I'll show you in the future how I plan to replace them. This one, I know this one's an apricot. This one's growing pretty well. Also, it's really cool. This one's a bush. This one's a raspberry. Ooh, excuse me. And it's producing fruit. Ooh, let me see if it tastes any good. Kind of bitter, so I don't know why that is. Maybe because of my soil. We'll see. I'm gonna show you all my trees first before I show you any raised beds because I always forget to do this tree for whatever reason. This is my pomegranate last year. If you saw the video, I got fruit from it. You can see we're getting fruit again, which is really great to see. Apparently, when they're ready to harvest is when they start to crack on their own. So these are definitely too small to harvest and definitely not ready. So I'll have to wait in the future for that. But let me take you to the last part of my orchard, I guess, where we're planting, well, where I planted citrus. All right, guys. So if you've been keeping up with me, you know this is my lime tree. I cut it back a while ago because it died. Um, Hopefully, this tree will bounce back for me. Obviously, it's not gonna produce fruit this year, and I don't want it to. And because we're now getting up to the 90s and the hundreds, I'm planning on watering this every other day, or not every other, every 2 to 3 days when the top of the soil dries out, because they do need a lot of water. And hopefully, this tree will become a lot taller than it is now. Uh, I remember when I first cut it back, I was so sad because it was so much taller than it is now. So imagine how much taller it would have been if I didn't cut it back. And in between the trees, I put in more cactus just because I wanted to, because why not? This is my orange tree. This one is my tallest citrus, so that's pretty cool to see. Again, you can see where it's dying back a little bit. That's because I was not giving enough water. So now I know every time I see the soil dry out, I'm gonna water, because I would water once a week, and I was not doing it for this tree, for any of these trees really. So yeah, once a week would be better. I mean, once a week, every, I don't know, 3 to 4 days, depending how quickly the soil dries out. But yeah, this is my orange tree, blood orange, should I say? And this is my improved Meyer lemon. You can see this one is actually producing a fruit. I remember watching my previous video where this was producing a lot more fruit, or maybe it was the orange, but one of them was producing a lot of fruit, and I just never got a harvest from it. So hopefully, again with the better watering this year, I'll get fruit at least from the Meyer lemon. But the other two, I don't think I will. But we'll see. You can see where this fruit was dying back because it was drying out. The soil was drying out too quickly. Again, in my area, we're getting up to 95 to 100 degrees uh, on midday. So yeah, I think a deeper watering for sure will help, and more frequently. Uh, Obviously, when it gets to fall and winter, I won't be watering nearly as much because it won't be using as much water. But all right, let's go check on the raised beds. All right, guys. So this is my very first raised bed that I ever built for this channel. Well, I don't know if I put it on the channel, but I did build it. There's nothing growing currently. All the all the potatoes I had in here died back, and I can't find the potatoes. And so that just tells me it didn't produce anything, or if they did, it's really tiny. But either way, I planted another crop in here. I think it was like pumpkin or something. They were growing at first, but they died back also. I don't know why they died back. But either way, I think I'm gonna turn this raised bed into a cover crop raised bed to keep this, to maintain the soil health, even though the soil health on this raised bed isn't that great in the first place. But I can, with that cover crop, I can compost it. Uh, that's a different video entirely where I'm showing you how I pre-compost to feed to my worms. So yeah, the very first raised bed. Here's the second raised bed that I built. Um, in a short, we decided I'll be growing onions here, and because I forgot to start onions by seed, I did it by sets. And these onions are not doing too great. For whatever reason, in that side did not grow at all. Plus, I need to even out again because, like, I think a ground gopher is digging in my yard. But these are doing pretty well. These are red onions. The other side was supposed to be yellow onions, but whatever. This is my third raised bed that I ever built. I planted peppers in here. The peppers, because I was too eager to plant them early, uh, I planted them pretty small, and they didn't like being transplanted that small. So they didn't do too well in here. So I decided to turn this to a cover crop bed, raised bed also, to maintain the soil health. I'm growing more sorghum Sudan grass to plant in this raised bed, so that's what I did. I'm planting more seed of the sorghum Sudan grass, and we'll see how they look in a month, I guess, when we do another garden tour. Okay, so over here, these three raised beds I built in one a year, which is crazy because I don't usually do that. I usually do one raised bed per year. So those three raised beds took me 3 years to build, and these other three took me one season, which is crazy to think about. With the help of my dad and my brother. So yeah, these tomatoes anyway are doing really well. I'm gonna be doing a seed to harvest video on these tomatoes, so please stay tuned for that. This is purple bumblebee tomatoes. For whatever reason, this one died back, so I'll be taking this cage and putting it over here instead. But yeah, that's how these look like. Again, if you see my previous video, you know I was growing cover crop in here, and it was mustard. So even though I cut it back, some of it decided to still live. Only two of them, which is surprising. This tomato is doing really terribly, so at least we still have plenty of tomatoes, so I'm not too worried about it. Hopefully, we get a good harvest of tomatoes, and hopefully next year maybe we get even better tomatoes. Okay, so this is my short raised bed that was that I that I made. Obviously, I didn't know what to plant in here at first, so I planted a cucumber. I have more cucumbers growing, so once they're ready to be transplanted, I'll transplant them in here, and I'll show you how I plan to transplant those into this raised bed. Because the way I did this one, I think I could have done a lot better, but who knows? Um, the the final raised bed is a corn raised bed. I've been trying to grow corn for the past, I think, 5 years now, going on six. I think this year will be the first year I get uh, a corn harvest again with this super soaker slash sprinkler hose. I think it really changed the way I'm able to water my raised beds, which is really cool for me because uh, I want to grow my own corn one day. And this is a double red sweet corn. We'll see how well they do in my yard and how well they taste. Okay, so over here are two zucchinis. This is basically two areas where I plan to plant more citrus trees. So I already have them like 8 feet apart to where I plant the citrus trees. The good thing with zucchini is that they have a awesome root system. So hopefully, when I do plant more citrus on these two areas, they will do really well for me. The zucchini will do well for me, and when I plant the citrus, they'll be transplanted into healthy soil. All right, so let me show you my containers. All right, guys, so this is my container garden where I'm planning to grow potatoes. Um, you can see some of them came up, but some of them did not. I don't know why these didn't come up, but these did. I have an idea, but I can't be sure. But either way, maybe we still have time for these potatoes to come up. We'll see. Because this one came up a little bit later than these taller ones, obviously. So we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated on these containers to see how well they do. Unless you're watching my shorts anyway, then you'll know. Then you'll updated to what's going on these raised beds or containers. Just because these are 3.5 gallon containers and these are 5 gallon containers. So again, we'll see what's going on. Over here is my 65 gallon grassroots flower pot container where I planted black beans, which is really cool to see, and two mammoth sunflowers. I planted more, but only these two came up, which is pretty crazy. I don't think I ever got sunflowers this tall. Well, actually, I did, but um, that was like a long time ago. I don't think I ever got them this tall again, though. Um, Again, these are mammoth sunflowers, so hopefully we get a good sunflower head off of these, and where I can use it to make sunflowers to eat or to save seed for next year. Okay, so this is my 15 gallon grassroot flower pot containers. This one's growing jalapeno for sure. I think as these start producing more fruit, I'm gonna stop watering because apparently when you stress your hot pepper plants, that's when they get hot. So we'll see, I guess. But yeah, this one for sure is the jalapeno plant. If you see my last year's series on these containers, you know this is my native soil one, and last year I didn't grow anything here because it died back, and the sandy soil did pretty well, and my native soil and biochar did the best. But for whatever reason, this year this container decided it didn't want to grow anything, so when I transplanted the pepper, it died back. I did transplant a new pepper finally. I have a video on my channel if you want to see it. This is actually a bell pepper. which is different because I think this one might be another jalapeno. If it's not, then I'm not sure what it is. Because I did transplant two peppers in here. It could have been a jalapeno or a habanero. So I guess in the future we'll see what it is. But yeah, guys, I think that's it. That's pretty much it for this garden tour. Um, if you remember, I used to have two 4x4 raised beds where I would try to grow stuff. I got rid of that entirely. So yeah, now I have a arch trellis that I had in my backyard is now in my front yard growing tomatillos. Maybe I should show you that one day, but not right now. But yeah, guys, that's it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.